In today's video, I wanted to show you this Majin Vegeta exclusive edition, open it and show it to you guys, but honestly, is it really worth it? Just open it. I got this guy about a year or so ago, and honestly, it was the best Majin Vegeta out there at that point, but now it got replaced by something even better, and it's not from Tamashii Nations, but from Black Hole Toys and TK Customs, the Solemn Valor Majin Vegeta. So let's get this guy out of the box instead. Before I start the video, I want to tell you guys that I got this figure from Aliexpress, specifically from the store Living Luxe store in Aliexpress. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you can check them out. They have amazing figures from Dragon Ball and other Marvel and DC characters that you wanted to buy from them. So yeah, Living Luxe store in Aliexpress. Out of the box, we have this amazing looking Majin Vegeta, and on the right you can see we have 5 sets of hands. Then we have an extra hair sculpt that's for dynamic posing, because the hair is like wavy to the side. Again, dynamic posing, you can do it for your display, toy photography, whatnot. I mean, you can use it for whatever you want. Then on the left, we have about extra 4 faceplates, which they look really good. Again, it's TK Customs, I believe so, that they're behind the whole aesthetic of the faceplates, which they look pretty accurate to the anime. And then on the left, and last, we have this basic Ki Blast, which is, it's kind of nice. I mean, at least it comes with a stand, and to be honest, it comes with a lot more accessories than any Tamashii Nations Vegeta out there. Aesthetically, this Majin Vegeta looks awesome. I think it's using the anime colors, if I'm not wrong. Again, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, the feeling of this figure is it has a matte finish on the gi and then the boots and then the gloves, and it has like a nice shiny hair that looks pretty good. It's actually close to what Tamashii Nation uses on the exclusive editions. Perhaps not that like transparent or shiny, but it's there. It's like a pearl type of finish. Also, the only problem I see with this figure is the hair. You see how it's not center? A lot of people might get bothered by that. I don't. I mean, it's hair at the end of the day. Even on humans, hair is not always like even. And even if you get a nice decent haircut, you won't get that evenness. That's the explanation I want to give to myself, to not be so picky or to not trigger my OCD. So yeah, leave it or take it. I mean, take it or leave it. That's the only issue I found on this figure. The hair is not even, and perhaps that's a downer for some people. And you might want to wait for another release of this figure in the near future. You do whatever you want with your money. So for articulation, let's start from the head. We have a double peg joint in the neck, and it can go up this much and down this much. It also has articulation on the bottom part of the neck, which is again pretty good. You can rotate this much and this much. I mean, you can go all the way around as well, but I wouldn't recommend it because the faceplate will fall off. Then we have the butterfly joints, which is again kind of limited, and I would say it's limited because of these blue plastic parts. They should have used a soft plastic to make it more useful, but this is as much as you can get from the butterfly joints. Maybe if I have more time, maybe I'll just mess around with it. I know some people has customized it and they just trim it a little bit and made it more useful, but I don't like to do that myself. I'll probably send it to a customizer if I want to do that. But for the meantime, it is what it is. Then we have a little bit of bicep swivel, which is again pretty standard for these kind of figures. And then we have a bend on the knee, on the elbow. Man, knee and elbow, huh? But anyway, like this, it goes this far. And then we have again the standard rotation on the wrist and a hinge, which I need to be careful. Where do I do the bend? Let's see. I can barely see the hinge. There you go. There's the hinge right there. It goes this much and this far. I'm sure that if I change the fist, it will,
the hinge will go even further, but for now this is as much as it can go, and it rotates this much. Ab crunch, even though it looks like it can go further, again, they're using hard plastic on this area right here and on the upper chest, so it won't go that far. It just go as far as like that, and they up this much, and that's about it. And it's kind of a bummer. Again, a lot of customizers have done something where they cut or trim a little bit of the plastic inside this area and this bottom area as well, which again, I won't do it here in this video because I'm just showing you a stock version of this awesome Majin Vegeta, and I don't want to ruin it. So I don't want to ruin it in camera. Again, let's go back to the articulation. Then we have some, you know, like it can go to T pose right there. That's a T. There you go. But anyway, it can extend this much, and then the legs can extend, you know, like 90 degrees or a little bit more than that, which is again pretty standard for an SH figure arts or this type of like SH figure art kind of like bodies, which is again, this is not a SH figure arts, it's a TK Customs and Black Toys version of Dragon Ball figure. And then again, we have bent on the knee, which go this far. It would go even further, but the cut of the boot right here is just, it's extending. So I mean, it really doesn't hinder the articulation at all. So it is what it is. I like the aesthetic, and the articulation doesn't get ruined. Then we have some thigh swivel, which is again pretty standard for this type of figures, and it looks smooth. It moves really smoothly, and you know, I don't have any issues whatsoever. It's gonna be really good for when I start posing it for my display or for any like toy photography that I barely do these days. But I like to mention it because some people do. So yeah, you know, you got two options. Just put it on a nice display, you know, put it with the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and display it as you want it, or you can just take it outside or put it on the studio and do some toy photography. And at last, we have the hinge on the toes and the rotation on the boot, which is again pretty smooth. It's actually better than other figures like the Monaco Fit. The Monaco Fit trying to do it with the Gogeta, but it doesn't rotate as good as this one. And then we have some hinge, which can go this far and this far. Again, there's always that issue with the boot where it has the articulation, but it doesn't have the space to move it around. So again, it's always a Vegeta issue or any Armor Saiyan problem. You know, the boot just doesn't. They try to keep the aesthetic, and they don't understand that we need the articulation more than the aesthetic for this kind of releases of Vegeta. And as usual, we're gonna do some size comparison, and let's start with the original Majin Vegeta on the left. And as you can see, guys, this is the latest or the oldest Majin Vegeta I have in my collection. I think it was released back in I don't think it was 2015. I probably lie. I think it is 2017, 2018, but there you have it. This is a premium Bandai figure, and it was really hard to get when I got it. So yeah, this is one of my precious Majin Vegetas. Next, we have what I think is the best Vegeta in the line of Tamashii Nations, and that's the Daima one. And in regards of why is it best, is because it's well articulated. It has soft plastic where it needs to have it. You know, in this crouch area and on the armor on the top, it's a little bit soft. So you'll be able to make some amazing poses with this guy. And that's why I think this is by far the best articulated Vegeta on the line, hands down. Even better than this guy right here. This guy can do a lot of things, and honestly, I had so much fun with this Vegeta so far in the Daima line of SH Figure Arts. Next, for size comparison, we have Gogeta from the Monaco Fit. And again, they look really nice to each other. I don't have any tails to say, but you know, aesthetically, they look close to each other. They have the 3.0 body. Next, we have the Tansen Art Toys Future Trunks, and he looks freaking good with his dad on the side, on the left. And yeah, I don't have anything else but to say that this by far is the best Future Trunks out there. And I'm not gonna say anything about this one because I know there's another version coming out soon and I don't want to spoil it, but I think the other one is better than this one. But yeah, so far they look really good together and I got nothing else to say. And at last we have Goku from the Dragon Ball GT in his Super Saiyan form. Super Saiyan 4 form. There you go. And then we have Gohan from the Dragon Ball superhero movie. And as you can see, all three are 3.0 body figures. And you can see the aesthetic, you know, they're built, they're more muscle. They just look really good together. And size comparison, again, Vegeta matches the size. He's, you know, like you guys said, it's a short king. And yeah, that's all I have for size comparison. So my final thoughts about this figure is this is the best Majin Vegeta out there and you should definitely get it. Even though it has that issue with the hair, again, it's not it's fixable, and you know, you can do it yourself or send it to a customizer. That's two options, or just wait for a restock. But understand that if you are waiting for a restock, this third-party company might disappear because you know how they are. They just release 2-3 good figures and then they just disband. So fair warning, if you want to wait on this guy because of the hair, I suggest you not to. Just get it and get it fixed if it bothers you so much. But if it doesn't, just enjoy the figure. You know, it's a great figure. It has more positives than negatives, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. And hope you like this video. It's very short. I hope so. I'm trying to do shorter videos so you guys can, you know, just enjoy more, and I you know, put a limit to myself to stop rambling. But again, I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. And if you like these videos, please subscribe, comment, like, do all the things that you know, YouTube asks us to grow as a channel. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.